What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Games, bringing you the test and video for our Twilightsworn deck profile that I did for you guys the other day. And what we're going to be doing is our standard test hands of 3 going first and 3 going second, and show you what Twilightsworns bring to Lightsworns and Link format as a whole. So, without further ado, let's get started with our first test hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, let's start off with Gofu, because we might as well get that under the way while we're doing it. Give ourselves 2 wonderful tokens. Now, we can extend our plays into Link Spider, but I'm not 100% sure what we want to go into as of yet. Well, yes, we do have the decode play, but we also do have the ability to go into stuff like Firewall from here on as well. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go Rhoda. Rhoda is going to search us out our Raiden. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we're going to discard him off of Solar Recharge. So we're going to activate Solar Recharge, pitch Raiden and draw 2, and then mill 2. Oh, every time. And then Illumina. Right, and then we're going to activate March of the Dark Brigade. We're going to target a Lightsworn monster in our graveyard that has a level, so we're going to target Raiden, add it to our hand, then banish a number of cards from the top of our deck equal to its level. So we're going to be banishing 4. So banished 1, 2, 3, 4. Gofu's not a bad loss, not the best loss. Okay, then we'll activate Charge of the Light Brigade, mill in our top 3. There we go, we've got Wolf there. And searching us out Illumina. Now, as you can see on board, we do have a very healthy kind of play there already. So we've got the decode play, but we also have a Firewall play as well now because we have Wolf on board. We also have the ability, believe it or not, to make Ib. So I would go use 1 token into our Link Spider up there, and then what we'll do is we'll use the 2nd token and Wolf and go into Ib. Now we've obviously unlocked those spaces there, and we still haven't normal summoned, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is we can normal summon our Lumina, use Lumina's effect to pitch Trick Clown. Lumina will then bring back Lumina, and then we can pay 1,000 life points to bring back Trick Clown. Now we also have right here we have a. Oh no, we don't. Sorry, both tuners. No, yeah, we do. Sorry. There we've got an Omega play if we want, but we still have this Lumina's effect if we want. So we can pitch a Raiden and bring back. Sorry, and then bring back Wolf if we want to, or bring back Raiden himself, which is obviously the ideal play. So what we're going to do is we can kind of free up some space now to kind of get into what we want. So let's go Omega first, shall we? Because Gofu's kind of not really useful for us now. So Omega's there. Then we'll activate this Lumina's effect, pitch in Raiden, bringing back Raiden. Raiden's effect goes off to mill us 2, so a Foolish and a Punishment Dragon. We can then overlay these guys here into a Minerva, detach 1 and mill 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 draw. So bad. The mills forsake me. We can set March of the Dark Brigade if we want, and then activate Allure of Darkness and draw 2. There we go, banish our Riku. Snow's not ideal in grave, but it's kind of what we got. But that is our ending board. Not only can Ib protect Omega and Minerva if she wants to, we can use Omega's effect. We also have March of the Dark Brigade to use next turn as well. To me, that is a pretty strong and healthy board. If we want to, obviously we can link up further. If we wanted a Firewall that badly, we could go all 4 of those and get a Firewall, but I'd rather have Ib protecting those 2 than Firewall, to be totally honest with you. So, that was it for test hand number 1. Not too bad. We've got an Omega to pitch their hand down to 5. We've got an Ib to protect our 2 monsters as well, should we want her to. And then obviously we have Minerva, that if she leaves the field will mill again and then allow us to pop cards equal to what she's milled. Now, let's go with test hand number 2 going first and see how far we can get with that one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Gofu again. We're going to do the exact same play. So, Gofu and double tokens. And then we can have a lure, but I don't want to lose our entire hand. So, yeah, the play isn't as extensive as it was, because it will all hinge on the gamble of a lure. So what we're going to do is we're going to normal summon our Raiden. Our Raiden's going to mill us 2. Luckily we didn't at lure. Wasn't the best mills either from Raiden, so that's a bit of a shame. Again, we can get into Ib if we get rid of 1 token for Link Spider up here, and then we can use the token and Raiden if we want, or we turn this token and Raiden because we can't really get a Link monster there, so we'd have to do token and Raiden to get us Ib, and then we now have the ability to activate March of the Dark Brigade. Activate March of the Dark Brigade, I believe. Yeah, you can only use it. Raiden's a hard once per turn. Activate March of the Dark Brigade. Target in Raiden, bringing Raiden back to hand, and then banish him for 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so Raiden gives you. Don't want to move him everywhere. Just so Raiden gives you the mill in the end phase. Is kind of what we got there, and Ib can protect Raiden if we want to protect him. You can gamble Lila if you wish. Because this is a test end, we are going to do that, but I don't always recommend doing that, and that's probably why you don't always do that. But yeah, so that was that for the test end. Again, we've kind of ended with a couple of link markers. We can link these 3 up if we want to and go into a decode talker, but then obviously we're unlocking a space for our opponent. So it's really down to you on how you want to play that. Again, we could put decode here if we wanted to as well, and Ib can protect decode, but then he's not pointing to anything to tribute off to protect. So it's really down to you at that stage. But again, it wasn't the worst of opening hands, especially under link format. Okay, now let's see what we do go for our final test hand going first and how defensive we can be. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, okay. How early do we want to start? Let's activate Rhoda, so we kind of deck thin our chances of milling our Raiden, or sorry. Or we could put our Goblinberg in if we wanted. That gives us an automatic rank 4. So yeah, let's go Goblinberg. Why not? Because then it also gets Snow Engrave as well for us. Not that you want Snow this early without the fodder, but okay. Then we'll activate Charge. Charge will mill us 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll add 1 back to hand. There's our Raiden up there. Obviously, in that other sense, we probably could have gone Lumina, and we would have had the Synchro 7 on board as well. But okay, then let's Allure of Darkness. We're going to gamble with our Punishment Dragon, and it was kind of worth it, because then we can activate Solar Recharge, pitch in Felice, draw in 2. Again, not too bad, and then mill 2, give us a wolf. Oh, we've got a Trick Clown, so we'll pay the K on the Trick Clown. And we've got the ability for 1, 2, 3. And now we're 1 shy off of Judgment Dragon as well, which is pretty cool. Now, if we want Snow Engrave, I would probably go with Goblinberg, because we do have the materials for it now, and leave Raiden in hand. But then Raiden can offer us more mills. On top of that, you can then get Minerva, which will offer you even more mills. So it's really down to you on where you want to go from here, but I would honestly say Goblinberg is definitely the it. It's just whether you bring down your Raiden for the mills or your Snow to get her Engrave. Personally, I would rather have Snow Engrave, because then I know I'm pretty much guaranteed some form of disruption during my opponent's turn, which is always quite nice. Obviously, if you do it the other way, that's entirely down to you. Again, when we do the maneuver, we'll see the ride in place. So what we'll do is I'll show you what the ride and mills are. But you know, just to see. But again, it's all luck based from there on. Like, there's no guarantee of what you're going to mill or hit. So if we go snow and trick count into the maneuver, detach the snow, mill 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, double wolf. So riding, we would have got 1 wolf, and then we would have gone maneuver and gone 2 more. That's pretty damn cool. We can go into a firewall if you want. We can go into a decode talker if you want. We can even go into an IB actually if we want as well. But we don't want IB up there really, which is kind of the down point. Is we would lose our maneuver. So yeah, that's kind of what you can sit on, to be totally honest. If we did our maneuver, if we did the riding, we'd be going 2 more, which is Lumina and Punishment, and then obviously at the end phase, Raiden would be doing us 2 more if we didn't overlay with him. So yeah, on luck basis, we probably did it better doing it this way. But yeah, either way, that's still a very kind of cool board to end with. Ideally, under in the old times, you probably go into a second maneuver or something like that, or you probably go into more rank 4 place, but we can't do that now. Like I said, you'll probably be going into a rank 3, a link 3, or like when Proxy Dragon and stuff comes out, like probably maybe go into more link 2s and stuff like that. But still, not a bad board to kind of end with, to be totally honest with you. And then we've got JD in hand, so should they do anything, we've pretty much got the JD going. Anyway, let's start being aggressive. Let's see how much we can, you know, how much damage we can do, shall we? So, first test down going second. Let's see what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not too bad. Now again, this is with our opponent having no disruption, especially when I go through, get out our double tokens, and now it's kind of down to us. Go through there. It's kind of down to us on where we want to kind of go from this, because again, we can go straight into Decode Talker, or we can kind of extend our plays a little bit more, maybe end with a Firewall Dragon. Hopefully we can end with a JD, but then obviously we don't want to be nuking the board that way. We have Goblinberg with Snow that can get us a Minerva, but then we'll probably be losing Minerva because of the link space, depending on where we go into. So, ideally we need a Twilight Engrave as well for March, so we do need some form of mill. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to do the whole Link Spiders into Decode Talker play, I think. Because then at least that way we've unlocked 2 spaces for ourselves, which means we can go normal summon Goblinberg, special summon Snow. Snow would then, well, it doesn't need to go there. Snow would then Book of Moon one of our opponent's monsters if they have it available to us. Then we'll do that, go into our Minerva. Minerva will then pitch Snow and mill us 3, so we get none, 1. So we get 1 draw. Wolf specials himself. We didn't even get 1 engrave. How bad is that? Ah, no. Yeah, obviously that's the downside of JD and Punishment Dragon, is they're kind of both dead at this moment in time. And March is dead as well. So, attack-wise, we've got a 2k Minerva, a 21 Wolf, and a 28 Decode, unless they've got something there. If they've got something there, then he's obviously 33. But still, it's quite aggressive. It's done a bit of damage. It's just disappointing that these 3 cards have kind of come dead. We've got Snow as well, that if we want to bring her back out, we have the ability to kind of push that a bit further. Can I get Punishment out? No, because even then I'd only have 3 targets. But yeah, it's still done damage. It's still kind of done what we needed to do. We've mooned one of our opponent's monsters. We've got a Snow Engrave that has enough materials to kind of play through and play on. So let's do our second test and go in second. And see what we can do. Okay, so one. Oh, hello, that's not right. I've just shuffled my link spiders in. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's why you shouldn't have the same sleeves as your main deck. Oh well. Anyway, draws link spider, normal summon link spider. What? This is some voodoo shit, isn't it? Anyway, okay. Let's try that one again, shall we? So second test and go in second, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, kind of good, believe it or not. We're going to activate Allure of Darkness straight up, draw 2, and banish a Lumina. Okay, let me figure this one through. There's two ways of kind of doing it, because we can get the Lumina back on board for a rank 3 kind of play and then bring back Raiden. That work? Possibly. Just trying to think. I think that's the best kind of play with this hand, is to Foolish Raiden. Lumina's normal summon Lumina. Lumina's effect, you banish Raiden. We can bring back Raiden and hope that the mills are going to be good. We could have done March, actually. That might have been the better play. Yeah, sorry. Let's do it that way. Let's go March, targeting Raiden, bringing Raiden back, banishing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Not ideal. And then we're going gamble on the Raiden. So maybe it wasn't. I've only got one name in there. I think the first play might have been better. Oh, sorry guys, I haven't seen this scenario. Alright, let's take that back. Let's take that. I do apologise. We'll take that back. I think this play gets us further. Should have gone with my first instinct. Normal summon Lumina. Lumina's effect to banish Raiden and revive this Lumina. We overlay these guys into Levier. We detach off of Levier to bring back Raiden. Raiden's effect to mill 2. Now we know what they're going to be, but obviously we wouldn't at that point. Activate March. March can target Lumina, bring Lumina back, and mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was the right play. I honestly do. I apologise if I got it wrong. If you saw a different play there, then please let me know. That was just a strange situation to kind of get my head around on that one. I think that's kind of it. I think that's as far as we can go. We've done a normal summon. We've got a Levier. We brought back the Raiden. It was all about the luck of the mills, which is obviously what Light Swans are, and Twilight Swans. Yeah, I think that's kind of... I mean, the other way, like, the mill wouldn't have helped us with the bringing Raiden back to hand anyway. Raiden would have milled 2 more, which would have got you into the Lila and the BLS. Anyway, yeah, if I have done that wrong, give us a little nudge in the comments. Unless if you saw a better play, and we'll kind of go from there. Anyway, let's do our final test and go in second, and let's see what we can do. Okay, let's be aggressive, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not too shabby, depending on how you want to play this. It's entirely up to you, because to be honest, you can Allure of Darkness, right? And you've got a guaranteed Lumina's going to get banished. But then you might not have the fodder for recharge, depending on what you draw. So again, all luck based. Let's go solar recharge. Let's pitch the Lumina. Okay. Okay, so glad we didn't Allure. No, okay. What are we? Sorry, mill 2. Wolf. Woohoo! Normal summon wolf. Then we've got 2 searches. So let's go charge the light brigade. Mill 3. Oh, what? Double wolf. Hello. That'll work. Rhoda. Sorry, we're searching off of charge as well, and then while I'm at it, I'll use the Rhoda. So off of charge, we're getting Lumina. Off of Rhoda, we're getting Raiden. That's pretty disgusting. Do we go Minerva? Is the question I ask myself. Because obviously the options we now have to us is we normal summon Lumina, Lumina pitch Raiden, we can bring back the other Lumina and we've got a rank 3 play plus rank 4 plays, or we bring back the Raiden, we mill a couple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get JD as well. Okay, let's do it that way. Normal summon Lumina, pitch Raiden, revive Raiden, because we obviously have Lumina, the other Lumina in grave. We could have pitched Snow and brought back the other Lumina if we wanted to, but it's kind of for the mills of Raiden that we want, which is 2 mills. So you could just Lila in grave, which isn't too bad. Okay, now obviously we have the ability for link plays here. We also have the ability for XYZ plays. We can do XYZ for Decode Talker, and then make sure we've kind of got space for more extra dead monsters should we want it. That's one option. Law of Darkness is always going to be a gamble, but then if Snow hits the grave, and we've got the ability, So basically what I'm trying to think, guys, is if we go Minerva up there, does that help us more or less than if we go Decode Talker first, open up a space there, put Minerva there, mill with Minerva. Let's see this one out. Okay, cool. Let's go for it. So let's go 1 Wolf, 1 Raiden, 1 Lumina, because then we've got JD. That's a guaranteed JT. So we'll go into Decode Talker, giving us a space there. Overlay these guys there into Minerva. Hopefully Minerva will give us some draws. Detach Wolf. We do have Soul Charge, but we're going aggressive, so we don't really want to do that. Mill 1, 2, 3. We get 1 draw. So Law of Darkness, not what I wanted to see, but it kind of works in a sense. So we set a Law, set Soul Charge, set that. Special summon out JD. We don't really want to use his effect, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 with Lila, and even obviously that Lumina as well. I believe that counts. Anyway. We'll activate the Law of Darkness. Draw 2. Banish our guy. The one time you don't want to see a dark. A Law of Darkness, not a dark. No darks. Good. No dark. Yes! Now, you may all be confused at home right now. The reason we didn't want a dark is, apart from March, it doesn't actually matter that they've gone to grave, because, look at that, we have the fodder for Snow. So, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 Snow, Book of Moon something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously you would use these rather than the others. Snow, Book of Moon something else. And now we have a rank 4 play to go with. Like Emerald if we want an extra draw, Tornado Dragon if they've got an issue with back row, sorry. So that's kind of dependent on how you want to go. At least with Daigusto Emerald though, well, you would have kept your Lightsworn monsters in there. That's where I've kind of made that. So this, I'll show you what we'll do. We'll swap, bring Lila back, and we'll bring Lumina back, and we'll put Solar Recharge and charge the Light Brigade. That's kind of what you would banish. If you go into Emerald, at least with Emerald, you've then circled round a Snow play and plus 1 card. So let's do that. Or Tornado Dragon can do the exact same, depending on what you're fearing most. If you're fearing Back Row, go Tornado Dragon. If not, go Emerald. Detach, Snow, spin back those 3, for example. Don't really, like, a March would have helped you, but It'd be nice to get a Punishment Dragon. That would be really cool. Please, Punishment Dragon. Snow's Engrave. Boom. Oh, I forgot a dark. I don't have a dark. Oh, how depressing is that? Oh, if only I had a dark Engrave. Anyway, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. As you can see, strong board already. Minerva 2k, JD 3k, D'Augusto 1800. Decode is now on 33. Not to mention if he's got anything there, he's going up another 500. If we want to, we could then, before this all happens, if we wanted to, we could go these into Ib. We've also got a Snow Engrave that will help push us for some more. So if we go banish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Banish all of that. That Snow goes to grave. That Snow comes out 1850, and hopefully by that point you've done game. Anyway, that was a bit of a long test hand, but that is it for the deck profile. I hope this, well, not deck profile, sorry. That is it for the test hand video. If you haven't seen the deck profile, please check that out. That was put up yesterday, so check it out in the link in the description below. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.